Good morning. I have a story to tell. It is a tale of great tragedy, of fear, of madness, of the suffering and seemingly endless torture that one poor helpless man was meant to... Security. Security. Him, right over there. Yes, that guy. Yes. Anyway, no. Seemingly endless torture that one poor helpless man was made to endure.
The Telltale Heart.
By Edgar Allen Poe. Yeah. He's my homie. So goths everywhere will love this. Okay, let's start reading. Get to teleprompter. Okay. True. Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses. Not destroyed, not dulled them. Apparently.
Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth, and how healthily, how calmly.
You skipped a line. You skipped a line. I heard many things
in
heaven and earth. I heard many things.
How then am I mad? Hearken and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story.
Why don't we switch off between paragraphs, okay? It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. Object? There was none. Passion? There was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. For his gold, I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes! It was this. He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye, with a film over it.
Evil eye.
What the hell does a film?
Well, evil eye means that you're like...
No, but what, he said there's a film over the eye. What does that mean?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay, movies. If we were a movie... Well, whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of this old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Now, this is the point. You fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing. But you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded. With what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation.
Dissimulation! I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, this guy's psycho. Okay, let's fix things up. Okay, here we go. And every night, about midnight,
I turned the latch of his door and opened it, oh so gently. And then, when I had made an opening sufficient enough for my head, I put in a dark lantern, all closed so that no light shone out. And then I thrust in.
My head.
Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust it in.
Oh, that was a good one.
I moved slowly, very, very slowly, so that I might not disturb the old man's sleep.
Don't want to wake him up.
It took me an hour to place my
whole head within the opening so far that I could see him as he lay upon his bed. Ha! Would a madman have been so wise as this? And then, when my head was well in the room, I undid the lantern cautiously. Oh, so cautiously. Cautiously, for the hinges creaked. I undid it. Just so much as a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, every night just at midnight. But I found the eye always closed, and so it was impossible to do the work. For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye.
And every morning, when the day broke, I went boldly into the chamber, and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a hearty tone.
Hearty tone.
and inquiring of how he has passed the night.
That's bad grammar.
Suspect that every night, just at 12...
So you see, he would have been a very profound man indeed, to suspect that every night, just at 12, I looked in upon him as he slept.
Stalker.
He's such a stalker, but you know...
I gotta watch him sleep.
Well, he's putting his head in cunningly, getting ready to kill the guy. Okay, now upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch's minute hand moves more quickly than did mine. Never before that night had I felt the extent of my own powers, of my sagacity. Ooh, that's an SAT word.
I don't know what it means.
Me neither. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph to think that there I was, opening the door, little by little, and he, not even to dream of my secret deed or thoughts. There's no verb in that sentence. Whatever. I fairly chuckled at the idea.
Dream is a verb.
That's a gerund. To dream. Actually, no, wait. To dream. That's an infinitive.
I've been dreaming
of a man whose eye is dead. Wait. Can we get back to the story?
Yes.
I fairly chuckled at the idea, and perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly, as if startled. Now you may think I drew back, but no. His room was as black as pitch with the thick darkness, for the shutters were close fastened, through fear of robbers, and so I knew that he could not see the opening of the door. I kept pushing it on steadily.
I had my head in, and was about to open the lantern, when my thumb slipped upon the tin fastening, and the old man sprang up in the bed crying, "Who's there?"
That's your old man voice?
Who's there?
No. Who's there?
Who's there?
I kept quite still and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle, and in the meantime I did not hear him lie down. He was still sitting up in the bed listening, just as I have done, night after night, hearkening to the death watches in the wall. There are watches on the wall?
Presently I heard a slight groan.
I'm doing the groan. Okay, fine, I'll say
And
that.
I knew it was the groan of the mortal terror. It was not a groan of pain or of grief.
Oh,
no.
Think again, girlfriend.
It was the low, stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I knew the sound well.
Yes.
Many a night, just at midnight, when all the world slept. It was...
You keep losing your place. You didn't need to read
The
this.
whole world doesn't sleep at midnight. I stay up past midnight.
Well, the Chinese are staying up because
Well, see, we're on
it's
different
daytime
time
there.
schedules here. Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Gosh,
so Edgar Allen Poe,
Poe.
you're a fucking liar. You suck. Anyway, back to the story.
Yeah, night. Okay. When all the world slept, it has welled up from my own bosom,
Bosom.
deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distracted me.
I say I knew it well.